Hi, my name is William Koshnick, and this is actually my first Raw review. If you've seen my friend Gordon, you would know that I was on there and I wasn't so good. But I'm going to give this a try myself, kind of get the ball rolling for my channel. So I hope you enjoy. So let's get started for Monday Night Raw, April 27th, 2015. So we started first with a quick King of the Ring promo because if you guys watched Extreme Rules last night, which I did, it was amazing, but didn't review it because sorry. But King of the Ring promo, which was basically saying that hey, it's back for 2 days, which was tonight and tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll watch King of the Ring tomorrow. I should. I should. But I'm not honestly sure. So with that out of the way, quickly we start off with my least favorite guy, Seth Rollins. If you watched Extreme Rules last night, you would know that it was a steel cage match for the his title, the World Heavyweight title, but they couldn't use the RKO. Yet we still used it. The both of them, Randy Orton and Seth Rollins used it, but that's different subject, different time. So he came out and was just gloating on, hey, I won because I'm awesome. And thank you, Kane, for being there, even though I hate you or starting to hate you. But it's kind of a slow burn, if you could call it that, because he did insult Kane, but Kane kind of got on his side. So he insulted Kane by saying, basically, you're the Crypt Keeper, which is old and from the 90s. Like, you're for old and from the 90s. So Kane kind of was like, oh, yeah, well, you only won because you cheated. You both cheated. You both used the RKO, and we agreed that this was illegal. So after that, he calls him the Justin Bieber, which I found hilarious because I hate both Rollins and Justin Bieber, but again, different time, different subject. So during all that, Orton comes out and basically says, okay, Kane said you cheated to win. I say you cheated to win. So, rematch. Kane is like, he's got a point. And then Roman comes down and is basically like, I deserve a match. But before that, he makes fun of Big Show. If you watched Extreme Rules last night, you would know that Big Show became the witch from The Wizard of Oz. Good match. So with that, Kane was Rollins was like, "Well, you don't deserve this." To which Kane said, they do, but we'll figure that out later tonight when the universe decides if it's gonna be you versus Orton, you versus Roman, or a triple threat match. But tonight we're gonna have a tag team match. Me and you, Rollins, versus Orton and Roman. So with that out of the way, we get into the actual first round of the King of the Ring opening, which actually I'm really excited for because I like the King of the Ring. it was around a little bit when I was younger, and my favorite memory was always Booker T as King Booker. It was just enjoyable. So the first match was Ziggler versus Bad News Barrett. Sorry, I have my notes on my phone. Throughout this match, it was an okay match. I mean, a lot of back and forth. But towards the end of it, Sheamus kind of comes out and he makes fun of Dolph because last night Dolph won, but Sheamus somehow had Dolph kiss his arse. Because, we all want to be McMahon now. So with that, Dolph gets angry and runs into a surprise bullhammer from Bad News Barrett, who went on to win. I'll get into that when. So next was Big E versus Tyson Kidd. I hate the tag team division right now. Like, the Lucha Dragons are pretty good, yes. But just the New Day, even my mom said she hated them. Like, I was watching it, my mom came in and was like, I hate this group. And then she walked away, and that kind of found funny because when she watches wrestling, she really gets into it. And I've never heard her say she hates somebody. But it was funny. So, Big E versus Kidd. Tyson Kidd. After Big E's the New Day's whole, we won, haha, New Day, clap. And so then Tyson Kidd comes out and then they fight. Now throughout this, someone has brought up to my attention that Big E might or may not look like Bernie Mac. I totally disagree. Big E looks like a jelly bean. I'm not saying that to be racist, but if you look at this man, he's about like yay high, the size of a jelly bean, and this jelly bean won with Xavier Woods holding Tyson Kidd's leg or ankle for the pin. They picked up the victory. Now, I'm gonna share a little story with you guys. So when I first met Gordon, we had a conversation about the New Day, and I kind of maybe said I like them. That wasn't the wisest of decisions. Yes, they were good when I got back into watching it, but I wish I could take that whole conversation back. They are the worst thing to come out of wrestling since I don't even know. I can't even finish this analogy. They're just really bad. Please. Like, Kofi Kingston had a good career before this. I liked Kofi Kingston. Not a lot, but he was decent. And now this whole New Day preaching thing, I'm just not having it. Stop trying to sell me religion in the middle of wrestling. Like, please. Please. I beg of you. So anyways, yeah, Big E wins. Next is Ryback versus Bo Dallas. I'm kind of back and forth with Bo Dallas. Like, I have this friend, and she absolutely hates him. And I like to make fun of her for, well, she doesn't hate him. She just thinks he scares her with his smile, because he's Bo. He believes. But yeah, kind of like it depends on the day that I like Bo Dallas. But if you watch last night again, I'm gonna reference that a lot. He got absolutely destroyed by Ryback last night. So yet again, we have Ryback versus Bo Dallas, where Bo is like, "I'm going to be the bigger man, and I'm going to give you a chance to leave." I'm impression of his face, because usually he's like, "It's Bo, leave." He was completely serious. This man was not smiling at all. No facial expression. So with this, I felt actually pretty inspired. I'm not gonna go follow my dreams of becoming a unicorn. Thank you, Bo. Thank you. So Ryback wins. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, Bray Wyatt, we get to see who he was talking to. And if you pay attention to the dirt sheets, you know the rumors that he wants a rivalry against Ryback. So he comes out and his sister Abigail's him. I don't know if this was smart or not. Because if you guys didn't know, Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt are actually brothers. So I don't know. Was it a smart idea to have me as in Bo Dallas get beat up by you so my brother can kind of defend me? I don't know. I think it'd be interesting. I like Bray Wyatt. I think they can go many places with this story, but only time will tell. Hopefully, they have a match at Payback. So next is the Cena Open Challenge. I really don't want to admit this, but these are actually really good matches. I have a love-hate relationship going with Cena. Like I used to like him back in the day when he was hating on everyone with his rap gimmick, and now he's just Captain Kickout. So with this open challenge, you know how he does the whole "the champ is here. I respect da 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 da. Place to be, man to beat." Well, with this was actually pretty surprising because he was like, I respect Rusev because he doesn't give up because I don't give up. We're two sides of the same coin, like Batman and Harvey and the Joker, not Harvey Dent. So he kind of talks about the whole "I quit" match. Didn't he quit before during the whole Nexus thing? Yeah, he did. But then he came back. You can't just quit and say you're done and then come back. And then now your whole gimmick is, "I do not quit. I am not a quitter." Because you did kind of quit back in 12, 13, 12 or 13. So he says, "Well, come on, come fight me." So with this, Heath Slater comes out with his quick promo on how, because last week he was talking to Eric Rowan on how I'm going to win and I'm going to go fight Rusev because I'm going to be the greatest United States champion ever. Well, Slater comes out and he does this whole, I'm going to fight you, but I want to tell you how I'm going to fight you. So then Rusev comes out and attacks him. And yet again, we get one of those times where Lana gets yelled at. Can we not yell at Lana? Like, Lana's trying her hardest out there. And I'm not just saying that because I think Lana's hot, because I think Paige is hot, but Paige is kind of. But like, yeah, I don't like how Rusev treats Lana. Like, I know it's all story, but cut this woman a break. She's trying her hardest. She did what you said. So then, with this, Rusev mocks him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to make you quit because all Americans quit." I'm American. I've never quit anything a day. Okay, that's a lie. I quit that one thing. I also quit that other thing. That's not the point. I've never quit a day in my life. So Cena kind of gets all. Okay. I don't quit. You don't quit. This is gonna be interesting. Look on his face. Next is R-Truth versus Stardust for the King of the Ring Round 1 second match. I was pulling for Stardust. I kind of like Stardust. He's interesting gimmick. I mean, I didn't like Cody Rhodes, but since Stardust came around, it kind of. Stardust is a pretty chill guy. Well, not chill. Pretty out there guy. I'm a pretty out there guy. We could be friends, Stardust. So I don't know. I didn't really like this match that much. It seemed to be short. Like a majority of this match was just back and forth to try and get. I pin you, you break out, you pin me, and I break out, you pin me. Well, with this, R-Truth wins, and tomorrow he faces Bad News Barrett. Now, real quick, out of this, I hope Bad News Barrett wins this match. I'm kind of getting, like, I didn't like Barrett at first when he came in. He was too British. Wow, that's racist. But yeah, he was too British for my taste. But now, kind of the whole, I'm afraid I got some bad news. I like that. It's keep doing what you're doing, but so yeah, I hope Bad News Barrett wins against R-Truth. So next is Fandango versus Adam Rose again. I think for now the fourth time. If you guys have been keeping up, you would know that Fandango dumped Rosa because she wasn't dancing with him. Because this is what we do now. So in this, he throws Adam Rose out of the ring, and he does an amazing flip. Phenomenal. Well, not phenomenal, but we'll get to phenomenal later. He did a good flip. And with this, Rosa walked around the ring, distracted Fandango by doing her little version of her the dance. Adam Rose pinned him. Fandango got out of the ring, and then Rosso was like, "Oh, why did you leave me? Now I have a real man." They made out for a good 3 seconds. Well, not 3 seconds, 3 minutes. Kinda reminded me of when Edge and Lita had sex on stage. Pretty interesting for it to be the PG era. That would mean twice in 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. That we have seen something kind of off. The first would be the blood after Mania with Daniel Bryan, and now this whole makeout thing. That's not really. That's more like PG-13. But I digress. Speaking of blood and Daniel Bryan, we get this heartwarming promo about how it's been really hard for Daniel. I mean, he couldn't fight last night, but my sister could. We love you, Daniel. From Brie. This wasn't the most sincere thing I've. It was not sincere at all. Like she was just, yeah, Daniel's injured. It happens. Things happen. People happen. So with this, Naomi comes and knocks her down and was like, "No one cares about you or your husband." And Bree's kind of stunned on the ground. If you didn't watch last night, I'm kind of gonna spoil something for you. Nikki won with the help of Bree. If I remember correctly, I think Bree hit Naomi and Nikki hit her with the rack attack to win. So from that heartwarming kind of Daniel will be okay to Bree versus Naomi. In this, Naomi wins. I wasn't really paying attention to this match because did you not see her light up shoes? Oh my god. Naomi is making Skechers cool again, yo. Like, I want some now. But yeah, Naomi wins and was like, "Ha, I'm gonna get your title." And I don't know, I feel like it's time for a new Divas champion. How long has Nikki held it for? 155 days? That's 155. That's 150 days too long. Like, I can see a couple months, but 155 days? Really? Really? Like, I know Punk did it for like a year and a half, but that was still kind of pushing it. Just, it's time for a new champion. Like, even though I hate him, Seth Rollins can keep it for another 2 months. But Nikki needs let it go. It's time. It's time. Someone else needs to turn the wheel. Just let it go. Anyways, next is round 1, match 3 of the King of the Ring. And oh my god. So that friend I was talking about earlier, she has a huge crush on Dean Ambrose. And I kind of was worried because Sheamus is this whole, "Are you not entertained? Spartan" gimmick thing. So with that, I was kind of worried. I didn't want I didn't want Dean to end up like Daniel because I actually really like Dean. Dean had an amazing match last night, even though I left for like 30 minutes and didn't come back. Pretty sure they just drove around the city and got ice cream. But Dean, I feel like Dean had potential in this. Boy, you couldn't be any wrong. So they're going back and forth. Dean hits him with the big elbow, tries to pin him. Didn't go so well, but it's Dean. He could win it. They move to the outside. Dean gets bro kicked. And guess who comes down here with the salty run back? Yep. Fucking. Dolph Ziggler. He beats up Sheamus, and interference, disqualification. Sorry, Dean. This made me furious. Why couldn't, Dean could have had it. He was doing real good, real nice. But then you had to come and ruin it, Ziggler. Why couldn't you wait until after the match? Are you that salty? Jesus Christ. God. Ziggler. Fuck you. Lose all my respect. Well, not all my respect. You lose like 75%, maybe 25% of my respect. Dean had it. So now, tomorrow we have set up Bad News Barrett versus R-Truth, and then Sheamus versus whoever won, Harper versus Neville. So after that, we get a Sandow promo on how I came in with a bathrobe and I was told I wasn't entertaining. So now I try to entertain you guys. Sandow, pretty good. I like it. He's pretty funny. He's entertaining. I mean, the whole Mizdow thing, I didn't understand at first because, yet again, new back to wrestling. But I got a kick out of it. He did Miz better than Miz did Miz. So he's kind of like, well, I was this, I was that, I was Magneto, I was LeBron James, I was Mizdow, I was McMahon. But with Mizdow, I got more respect from the WWE universe than I've ever gotten in my career. And that was pretty cool. But then we get the impersonator himself, Curtis fucking Axel. He comes out and was like, you know what I don't like? People like you. People like you grind my gears. People who think they don't know who they are. And Sandow was not having it. He was like, he didn't, he was kind of like, aren't you supposed to be Hulk Hogan right now? Totally ripping off someone else's gimmick. So then we get 5 minutes of Sandow mocking Axel, which was pretty funny. Not gonna lie, I laughed a lot. So it ends with Curtis Axel going, get out. So with that, they go back and forth for a few 2 minutes, and Sandow hits him with the elbow of disdain. You guys smell that? I kind of smell I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I because smell start a rivalry. That would be funny if it was like Rock and Dow versus Axelmania. Because if you guys didn't know, The Rock and Hulk Hogan had a pretty big rivalry back in the day with NWO or Hollywood Hulk Hogan versus The Rock at WrestleMania 18. I don't know how that ended. I don't think I was alive. But it kind of opens it up for like, yeah, I'm gonna play The Rock, and I'm gonna play um, Hulk Hogan, and then we're gonna go at it. So after that is Bray's promo. So at this point, we now know he's been talking to Ryback the whole time. So Bray was kind of like, I know what motivates you. I know what scares you. I will destroy you. Ryback. He didn't say his name, but he was kind of like, hey, I know what motivates you. I know what scares you. I don't remember much of this promo because it's Bray Wyatt. This man's cryptic as hell. I don't think anybody knows what he's talking about. But I'm actually pretty excited for this rivalry. Not because I like what's his name? Not because I like Bray. I kinda like Ryback. But yet again, the whole Punk thing where he broke 2 of his ribs. So I don't know. We'll see where it goes from there. So next is the final first round King of the Ring. Neville versus Harper. I don't know what I expected here. Like I knew Neville was gonna have the more advantage, but somewhere deep down inside me, I believed in Harper. And that's weird. Because I've never said that I liked Harper before. I've never told anybody that I like Harper before. I don't like, did I? Gordon, if you're watching, tell me if I ever told you that I liked Harper. But yeah, I somehow believed in Harper. But yet again, it's Neville and the other European guys made it in. So obviously, Neville's gonna win. And what he did with he finished him with the red arrow. I don't know the move where he knocked him out on the top rope and then he did the little flip thing. So JBL was kind of like, oh, he's gonna pin him. But then he was like, nope, I ain't gonna pin him. Red arrow, he wins. So tomorrow, R-Truth versus Bad News Barrett. Sheamus versus Neville. Winner of those 2 matches fight for King of the Ring. So here's where I kind of give you my whole spiel on what I want to see. So I want to see Bad News Barrett fight Neville. I want Bad News Barrett or Neville to win. Like R-Truth, you're just stop. You're not serious anymore. You're just, I'm afraid of heights. I'm going to become king and ban all the spiders. All of them. Like, dude, go home. Your career is done. You're now just a laugh. I can't take you serious. But I really do hope Bad News or Neville wins. So with that is our main event. Roman Reigns and Orton versus Kane and Seth Rollins. Now, not a lot of people I know, like everyone, a lot of people I know hate Roman and love Seth. I don't know, like me and I don't like Seth at all. I think Seth can go right in a hole. This is just my opinion. But everyone just seems to like him. I don't know if it's just me, but I would like to see like someone like Edge, like the reincarnated version of Edge, come back. I liked Edge a lot, but everyone keeps pointing out to me, hey, Rollins is kind of like Edge. Da, da, da. Edge and Rollins are pretty much the same person. No, I see Rollins as Evolution Orton. I don't like him either. I still don't like Orton. Like, I'm getting there with Orton, but I don't like him. So with that, the Kane and Rollins, if you haven't been watching, have kind of been like, I'm your friend, I'm not your friend, I'm your friend, not your friend, I hate you, you suck. So they actually worked as a team throughout the match. Until Orton pinned Rollins, Kane broke it up. Roman came in, beat up Kane for a second. Kane went to go slam Roman. Roman, with the almighty hands of God, was like, I ain't having it. And then here comes Justin Bieber, aka Seth Rollins, aka Catwoman. Drop kick Kane out of the ring. Kane has had about enough. Like I said earlier, leave Lana alone. But leave Kane alone. Let him retire. Him and Big Show, they're done. They're absolutely done. They have nothing left in them. So after this, you get Orton, I think. Orton gets knocked out of the ring with, I guess that's the new finisher. And it's just bodies and on top of bodies outside the ring. So Seth is like, I could do it. I could hit this move, jump from here, and land. Roman and Randy absolutely move out of the way, and Seth hits Kane. I've seen Kane get angry before. But, oh my God. He threw J&J over the thing. All the announcers table. And if you guys remember the Monday after Mania, when Cole got completely destroyed. Cole got hit again. It wasn't serious. Mm-hmm. But he got hit again by, I think, Noble. Maybe it was Noble. I don't know. But he got hit by one of them. So it was just, I'm okay right now. So Kane destroys both of them. And then he hits Rollins. Now Rollins gets back into the ring, into where he gets punched. And then RKO'd. And then Randy pins him, and then Randy leaves. Not like leaves, but he goes out to the thing. And he's like, oh, now we're gonna go and we're gonna see who won. Or what we voted for. So obviously we know that it's not gonna be one-on-one with Orton, and it's not gonna be one-on-one with Roman. The universe wants to see a triple threat match. So Payback, it's a triple threat match. Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton for the title. Who do I want to win? I want Orton to win, but we'll get there when we get there. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this. These aren't only gonna be the only reviews that I do. I'll do movie reviews, game reviews. I'll try and get Let's Plays up here. I don't know. I need the equipment for it. But I just want to say thank you to Gordon for being there for me throughout this whole thing, telling me that I can do it if I believe in myself. If I believe! I actually kind of enjoyed this. I hope you guys like me. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to tell me that I was bad at this, follow me on Twitter at WKoshnick69. That is WKOSCHNICK69 on Twitter. And have a wonderful night, a beautiful day. Stay cool.